It is now my pleasure to welcome the President of the General Assembly, His Excellency Mr. Abdulla Shahid, and I invite him to address the committee from the rostrum. Excellency, you have the floor.
His Excellency Mohamed Siad Doualeh, Excellencies, thank you for the opportunity to address the third committee. My congratulations to Ambassador Doualeh, the Permanent Representative of Djibouti, as well as the Bureau members on your election to the third committee. Colleagues, the role of the main committees, including this third committee, is to address critical issues through collaboration and consensus. As an executive arm of the General Assembly, the third committee has the ability to put in motion political, economic, humanitarian, and social changes in our societies. The third committee is the bedrock of delivering concrete improvements for the lives of the people we serve. Enhancing consensus and cooperation in its work is paramount to strengthening the trust of people in the UN system and in multilateralism. Therefore, at times, it may be appropriate to reset and reflect on how we have fared in terms of our mandate and roles, draw on the lessons and achievements, and build consensus on where we need to improve. Dear colleagues, as echoed by world leaders during the general debate, the enormity of the challenges that beset this body as a global community are extraordinary. Climate, COVID-19, social unrest, these very same issues concerned the third committee. Clearly, we must come together to formulate and build on action-oriented policies to counter the spiraling social, humanitarian, and cultural issues that have multiplied in the wake of COVID-19 pandemic. Be assured that under my presidency of hope, I will work with you to ensure success throughout your efforts during this year. This includes, perhaps all else, a profound respect for human rights. As one of the three pillars of our organization, the importance of human rights is unquestionable, and our commitment to it must be unwavering. That commitment includes addressing gender equality, empowering young people, and tackling racism, inequalities, and injustices. On gender equality, I was pleased during the high-level week to meet with women leaders and to hear directly from them on how we can expand and strengthen gender equality. My intention going forward is to follow up with a sort of listening tour, to continue hearing directly from women and girls on each of my travels, as well here at the General Assembly, about what we can do better. Nor will my listening stop there. On all accounts, I believe it is imperative that we hear from others outside these halls. Civil society representatives in particular play an important role in tackling inequalities and serve as potential drivers and amplifiers of our actions. While COVID-19 restrictions have impeded the full and effective civil society participation of late, I have committed to bring back the voices of civil society organizations to the United Nations. In that regard, I thank the chair of the Third Committee for his commitment to work with all members to ensure the committee is able to hold an interactive, informal meeting with civil society organizations during this session. Excellencies, while gender equality is a priority, it is far from the only one. Other priorities, including vaccine equity, the need for a sustainable and green and blue recovery, and efforts to tackle racism and xenophobia, will all be highlighted this year. Excellencies, few issues have highlighted inequality and caused social friction as that of vaccine equity or the socio-economic impacts of COVID-19. Knowing this, I'm committed to championing affordable, accessible, and non-discriminative access to vaccines. Likewise, I will use every available platform to call for a recovery that is bluer, greener, more sustainable, and more equitable. I intend to convene an informal high-level meeting in June 2022 to commemorate the first International Day for Countering Hate Speech. This will build upon the recent adoption of the political declaration during the 20th commemoration of the Durban Declaration and Programme of Action. I encourage member states and other stakeholders to actively participate in these discussions and to commit to humanitarian efforts. Excellencies, before closing, I wish to congratulate the members for the achievement of gender parity in the chairs of the main committees. This is a testament to the UN walking the talk, and I hope that we can inspire others to follow suit. I wish you all a successful session, and I look forward to a meaningful outcome of the Third Committee proceedings. I thank you.
I thank the President of the General Assembly for his statement.